guys, hi, welcome back to the show where we always say,
generally speaking, Chinese people look Chinese.
That is a generality, okay? Look it up. Well, guys, this is the segment on the show where we look through the eyes of absolute insanity and depravity. That's right, absolute depravity and insanity known as the Bench to Tekanyo show. But before we look at whatever scam this guy's doing, I have some good news. I have a good story from my home state of Florida that I think will touch and inspire all of us.
Well, a man from right here in Central Florida has been arrested after deputies say he posed as a Disney cast member and then stole a Star Wars R2-D2 droid. Deputies say that this man, 44-year-old David Proudfoot of Kissimmee, wanted to get a job on the Disney security team, so he was trying to, quote, show weaknesses in the security of the resorts. What? Proudfoot faces multiple charges, including grand theft.
Pretty sure he made up that story about testing the security after he got caught with that R2-D2. You know, his wife finds it. And he's like, I was testing Disney security. She's like, oh, why is it wet? He's like, I wasn't kissing it.
The biggest announcement of the night, obviously, is that Jordan Peterson has now signed up with Daily Wire Plus.
Wow.
And you can see all sorts of Jordan Peterson stuff. I'm talking about like his entire archive, about every speech that he has ever made, essentially. That brand new podcast, brand new content, exclusive subscriber-only content, a brand new series called Dragons, Monsters, and Men, a 4-part series. It's on the website right now. Dragons, Monsters, and Men, about manliness and what it takes to be a man in today.
Yeah. Goddamn, bro, I can't wait to become a manly-ass, sweaty-ass, Jason some mimosa-ass man from that Jordan Peterson. Well, what's the thing called? Dungeons and Dragons and Men?
Dragons, Monsters, and Men.
Right before that, literally just hours before that, Jordan found out that he had been barred from Twitter. Now, why would Jordan Peterson be barred from Twitter?
Because he broke the terms of service?
After all, you're talking about one of the most popular authors and speakers and lecturers and psychologists on planet Earth. Jordan is not just famous in the United States, he's Canadian. He's famous internationally. He's famous in Canada, he's famous throughout Europe. He does a lecture tour that, frankly, would exhaust any other human being.
It still broke the rules.
And yet now, he has been barred from tweeting.
Yes.
What was his great sin? His great sin is that he tweeted out about Elliot Page, quote, remember when pride was a sin? And Ellen Page just had her breasts removed by a criminal physician.
Oh!
Now, he tweeted that out on June 22nd. It is now June 30th. So they waited for over a week to ban Jordan for that tweet.
I saw this story from old Jordy Peterstone. You know, he's doing this. Come on. And I read that tweet that got him, I don't know, suspended or whatever from Twitter. And I was like, oh boy, even for Jordy, this one's pretty rancid.
Even for a demented moron, opportunist scam artist like Jordy, this one's a little...
I mean, this poor old bastard is always in the midst of some tear-covered meltdown. Oh, no.
You have no idea.
Oh,
I see people everywhere.
It's like the front of the Bellagio right now. Here we go. Waterworks.
Especially young people, especially...
And it turns out that he signed some kind of deal with the Daily Wire where there's some paywall you got to pay for to watch him drone on about Christ knows what. I'm starting to get the feel that this was like a publicity thing. He was planning on quitting Twitter anyway. So he's like, I'll go out with a bang! So he played his old hit, the thing that made him famous, which is, I'm not doing trans! No! This is from some grep called the National Post. Jordan Peterson, suspended from Twitter, says it might as well be a ban. I won't apologize. Oh, ultimate badass. What an ultimate badass. If I can't be let back on because I won't apologize, I could care less, Jordan Peterson. So, yeah, this kind of stinks of like, I'm going to get a lot of engagement from this. And then old Benny Shapino puts his stupid Jordan Peterson's stupid little name in his video. And then he's like, oh, by the way, guys. And the losers are Jordan Peterson's, 12-year-old fans who might, God forbid, meet a trans person in their life. Probably not, but maybe. And instead of doing what people always do when they meet people, which, hi, what's your name? Oh, nice to meet you. It'll be, no! Dr. Jordan Peterson said...
Oh shit, guys.
Christ, guys, before I forget, I would like to welcome to the Drops, a new drop by the great podcast host Emma Vigeland.
And if you're not using institutions to expand people's rights and to protect people, they're worthless. They're garbage. Wipe your ass with them.
Whoa!
I don't care. And so, wipe your ass with them.
Hell yeah, Vig drop.
Hell yeah, Vig drop.
If we are going to have a free exchange of ideas,
wipe your ass
the
with
limits
them.
of the Overton window, the limits of acceptable discourse, have to be rather broad. The left doesn't believe that. What? Because fundamentally, as Jordan observed last night on stage at the Ryman, the left doesn't believe in free speech. They believe that free speech, the principle, does not exist. Underneath that is a power dynamic, and the power dynamic suggests that if you're allowed to talk, then you will dominate. And so we have to shut you up. It's important that we shut you up. Yes. Dialogue is a lie. The only thing that really matters is the compulsory power of whatever institution is in charge.
Yes.
The only thing that really matters is the compulsory power of whatever institution is in charge.
Okay, so remember that. This is just a little bit later.
Maybe it's not Disney's job to sound off on whether kids should be indoctrinated with radical gender theory in kindergarten in Florida. Maybe that's not Disney's job. Maybe it's not the job of Major League Baseball to sound off on voter ID laws in Georgia.
So he's droning on and on about how, oh, Disney is forcing its views on me. Oh, Netflix is forcing its trans views on me. And he gets to this a little bit later. This is beautiful. The only thing I can think of to do with this is...
wipe your ass with them.
Jesus, Emma.
But all of this is part and parcel of an increasing leftist belief that they can cram down whatever they want on everybody else.
Whoa.
How else do you end up with a major American political party endorsing the idea of transing the kids?
That they can cram down whatever they want on everybody else.
Ben Shapiro, I mean, he's obviously a crazy person, but he's fully left reality at this point. He's like,
stop shoving your views on me. I saw a cartoon I didn't like, and they're shoving their views on me.
Bit of a weird time for this kind of crap, for this kind of a statement. This is from a Gallup poll from just a couple days ago. Steady 58% of Americans do not want Roe versus Wade overturned. Okay, remember, these people are shoving their views on everybody else. 35% want Roe v. Wade overturned. 58% do not. That seems like a minority shoving its views on everybody else. And there's only one thing to do with that kind of decision.
Wipe your ass with them.
Also, another interesting thing that Gallup pointed out is that it's been this way since 1989. By far, the majority of people did not want this overturned since 1989.
Wipe your ass with them.
This surprised me too. From the Dallas Morning News, most Texans were.
That's where I live. Hey, Emma, what do you think of Texans?
Wipe your ass with them.
Hey, that's my state.
You know, I do have one question to ask Emma Vigeland. It's totally unrelated. What do you think that guy's going to do with that R2-D2?
Wipe your ass with them.
Emma, come on. Most Texans do not want Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade, new poll shows. And not only that, this is also pure insanity from this guy, Ben Shapiro, obviously, because now all these other states, Colorado, whatever, California, now these states are going to be forced to provide health care for your state citizens. And you know what we're going to do with this? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do this. Just let this one go. Just let it go, man. It's not worth it. And you know what they're going to do with those out-of-state citizens?
Wipe your ass with them.
The other thing that makes that funny is whack jobs like Ben Shapiro and probably the Supreme Court, who knows. There's probably a pretty good chance they're going to start pushing for some kind of federal abortion ban. Honestly, if they don't, this whole thing kind of doesn't make any sense. But it's more about this. So who knows? And that one, it's interesting, even most Republicans oppose that. 76% of respondents to this poll oppose a federal law that would make abortion illegal, including 76% of Democrats and 52% of Republicans. That one really doesn't make sense because
that's the only way you're going to stop the killing of these babies.
Emma, what do you think we should do with those babies? No, I'm not. We're not doing that one.
We need to save those babies.
Okay, well, yeah, the only way you're going to do that is you're going to have to do a federal law.
No, that's a little too much. Okay.
You all right?
Nope.
Hey, this sort of radicalism is completely disconnected from the American public, but it's not going to stop people from attempting to implement it.
Yeah.
For example, Elizabeth Warren. The measures that Democrats are talking about taking here are truly amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got Elizabeth Warren out there saying that what we actually should do is we should turn national parks into abortion land.
Whoa.
Yellowstone will now be abortion land. Here is Elizabeth Warren. Amazing stuff.
Amazing. I can't believe it.
I also think at this moment, the federal government needs to be exploring what they can do to make federal lands available to help ensure access to abortion.
On federal land. So every time you go into a national park, maybe you just go into the federal building in your local city. There should be an abortion clinic in there, funded by your taxpayer dollars, according to Elizabeth Warren.
No.
You know, I read a little bit about this, the federal parks abortion thing, and I'm a moron. That's A, okay? But what I read about it, it seems a little bit ambiguous. If it works, that'd be awesome. But this whole thing would be made kind of very funny if the effect that actually overturning Roe v. Wade had is that it made abortion clinics more beautiful. Oh, I did this. I gotta go get an abortion. And the abortion clinic is in a forest. You know, it looks like one of those Airbnb pictures that you see where it's like a log cabin where one wall is entire glass and it's overlooking like a lake. That would be great too, because those people, you know, the meemaws and peepaws who go and they protest out front of the abortion clinics, they'll be like, you're killing a baby. And then they kind of see the lake. They're like, I'm going to go for a swim, actually. Hey, there's ducks over there. Let's feed them. What were we yelling about? I can't remember. Let's go.
Ultra-crepidarianism, people getting outside their area of expertise. Yeah. Stephen Colbert doing political talk.
Whoa.
It's like watching a monkey try to screw a basketball.
Jesus.
It's awkward and weird, and he's not good at it. And like,
and he's not good at it.
When I see a monkey try to a basketball, I want him to be good at it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby.
Ben, you're still on camera.
Oh, what?
Yuck, Ben. You're a little disgusting little pervert, dude. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, little weird pervert? Okay, this is my favorite kind of Ben Shapiro-ism. And I guess he's having a hard time with Wanda Sykes here. So here we go.
What I want. More Wanda Sykes.
Okay.
Rule. And I mean, it's like these judges that just... They basically lied when they were, during their confirmation hearings, right?
Right, and then no. But it's not just people like Wanda Sykes.
That's it? That's the reply? I mean, those judges definitely did. Some of them outright were, misleading. The other ones just did some lawyer crap with those questions about Roe v. Wade when they were being interviewed for the job. But that's a great response. But I love that. He plays that clip and he's like,
how about no? How about no? Anyway, here's the next thing.
I mean, just besides being a crazy bastard, also an incredibly lazy bastard. As much as I've watched this show is shockingly lazy. So is Tucker Carlson's show. A lot of the time you'll hear in the background of Tucker Carlson's show, you hear like, and he'll just be like, we're not redoing it. Okay, so remember, we now have, Christian fascist minority rule in this country. What's Ben Shapiro talking about?
So, here's Elmo talking to his dad. By the way, I did not know that Elmo's dad apparently has a soul patch and really likes listening to Green Day or something. I don't know what Elmo's dad's story is, but he...
Hell yeah, brother. Well, I just hope to God he doesn't do an Elmo impression.
I mean, no, it isn't. You literally just said that you should just go get your kids vaxxed. Elmo's like, hey, Daddy, look, I have a Band-Aid and just like you. But am I hurt? Oh, America! Oh, no.
I thought maybe there's something wrong with Ben Shapiro's brain or something like that. Like maybe he got hit in the head or so there's just something wrong with him. Or maybe he's an idiot. But I have seen debates with him where he'll actually engage with like real policy stuff and he'll try to make real arguments that seem coherent. So when he does stuff like what he's doing in this episode, this clip, it's just like, oh yeah, this guy's just a total fraudster. Just a straight up just scamming as much money as he can off of these people. He said this in a very few videos. He probably got his ass slapped for these from his audience. But he was like, the vaccine is a miracle. Of course I'm getting it. But then he'll still do anti-vax segments. And the way he, squares that circle or whatever is he's like, it's bad. And then it's like, well, you said it was good. And he's like, yep. And it's like, so it's bad and good? Yep. Here's another cartoon he's upset about.
Well, these are the tampons I usually use.
Thank you. What do you do with those?
Wipe your ass with them.
I don't think that's right, Emma.
prefer pads. They're more comfortable for me.
Thank you. I always get the ones with wings. Thank you.
Get unscented and bleach-free if you can.
Thank you. Yo, my daughter loves these. Thank you.
These might be easier if it's her first period.
These are really environmentally friendly.
Well, the simple fact of the matter is that our betters in children's media have decided that they wish their values to be placed before the eyes of your children. And it's
I wonder what that feels like, having a small minority of people force their views on you. Thank God it can't get any worse than cartoons.
One of the things I tell young men, well, and young women as well, but the young men really need to hear this more, I think. You should be a monster, an absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it. So a man who's capable of aggression, but has it under control, is a way more useful man than one who cannot do that. And
welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Jordan Peterson. Take 58. Welcome to Take 473. You have to be a monster to totally badass. Take 731. You have to find the I don't know how you reach dudes who fall for this. Let's clip this and send it to your little brother or little cousin who's like, I like Jordan Peterson. The best thing you could do right now is not watch that. Like, that will improve your life immediately. He is a dork. The more you watch it, you will become more of a socially incapable dork. All right? Step 1, stop watching some old Canadian kook fleece you for money. That would be step 1. So this is the Ben Shapiro's website. This is how many we got? 20,000 views. Ooh. This comes out right around the time that Jordan Peterson gets kicked off of Twitter, which he said, I'm leaving anyway. Oh, weird coincidence. Weird little coincidence. I'm standing up for my values. Also, there's a financial incentive. Well, guys, it's Friday. Praise the Lord Jesus and Allah and all these motherfuckers, What do we do with all those guys?
Wipe your ass with them.
Jeez, that's blasphemy. And guys, thank you so much for watching, all right? If you got a problem, just give me a break, okay? If you have a problem with my life or my lifestyle, well, do we have a problem here right now, is what I'm asking you. Since it's Friday, you know what we need?
Uber cars.
If you're doing this, we do?
Uber cars.
What do we do with Uber cars?
Wipe your ass with them.
I love that one. Have a good weekend. Be good. Don't get into too much trouble. Love you so much. And as always, bye-bye. Hey guys, you're only getting a fraction of the weekly shows. If you want a new motherfucking episode every day, subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. You get the patron-only Tuesday and Thursday shows, the Bookablega show where we look at important books, and the goddamn weekly behind-the-scenes show. And for only 25 bones, you could become a producer and get your name up here. Look at these people. These people make this show possible. If it wasn't for them, nothing. We don't have a show. We got nothing, and it's garbage. And we have to just leave. We have to just basically walk away. And we don't even really know where we're walking. That's the truly troubling part about all this. But please, become a patron today for as little as 2 bones, or 5 bones is another level, or 10, or you go the full 25 and you get up here. Big special thanks to these people. Love you guys. Love you guys so much.